This
2020.
conference will now be recorded.
Can I have a second?
Wayne seconded.
All in favor? Roll call. Wayne, Brad,
Aye.
Wayne, you say aye?
Aye.
Yep. Alan,
Aye.
Jim,
I passed hit *6. I'll just unmute you. There you go.
Jim, you have an aye?
Yeah, I said aye. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
I can hear you now. That's great. And I'm
Okay,
an aye,
good.
so
Yeah, I said aye.
all righty, good. And Mark, is Mark on?
I'm here. Aye.
Good. Okay, we're in the meeting. So very quickly, the purpose of this is to determine whether we want to vote to remove the moratorium for the water dependent structured bylaw proposal that'll be on the May town warrant article. The Board of Selectmen have approved to add the article to the town warrant. So just as by way of background, over the past 2 years, we've made a number of presentations to the Board of Selectmen, and we've had a number of public hearings. At the Board of Selectmen meeting on the 14th of this month in March, Brad and I made our last presentation to the Board of Selectmen. And in that meeting, the selectmen stated that they had solicited their own opinion from town council relative to whether the moratorium could expose the town to litigation. They said they based this on the comments that Attorney Questle made with her edits to the draft bylaw changes, and independently went back to town council to solicit that an additional opinion. Joe Powers further stated that from his perspective, including the moratorium amounted to what he called a poison pill, and he used a investment banking term. He said that if we included the moratorium in our bylaw proposal, we ran the risk of the bylaw being rejected by the voters just on the basis of the moratorium itself. So based on that opinion and discussion that was had, the selectmen voted to approve adding the bylaw to the warrant article without the moratorium. And this was predicated on our holding today's meeting that we would formally, as a commission, that we would formally approve to remove the moratorium language to support their vote. And let me just turn to Brad. Brad, do you have anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, not really. I feel like, we have to make this change because the Board of Selectmen voted to not put it on the warrant. So, I mean, that's where we are. Personally, I'm disappointed. I think the process was it voted previously to put it on the warrant, and with changes, and the changes we've made were conservative. We put in a time limit on the moratorium. We added the study. And so for me, I think what should have happened is they should have voted up or down whether they support it. And that didn't happen, so that's disappointing. Secondly, I prepared a presentation that was never given to them. And so that's disappointing as well, because they received lots of input from people opposed to the moratorium. They never received that presentation. So either way, I don't think our task is very difficult tonight. I think they have voted not to put it on the warrant with a moratorium. My only point, I guess, is that let's make sure that the study doesn't, disappear. I think the study is still very important moving forward. Thank you.
Yeah, and I did mention at the selectmen's meetings too that we had tentatively decided to expand the study. It was not a dock study; it was a river study. So, when we go forward with this, we're going to look at everything on that river and all of the contributing causes to the deterioration in the condition of the river, and the shellfish on it, and the water quality, and everything else. So hopefully it'll be an enlightening process for both the Board of Selectmen and property owners on that river, that I think are contributing to the deterioration that we're seeing. So with that in mind, let me ask the rest of the commission for their feedback on this, and thoughts, comments, anything else that you'd like to put on the public record as far as where we are at this point. Amy?
Just real quick, if you don't mind, before the rest of the board speaks, I do want to go on record that the presentation was provided to them. And whether or not they acknowledge that, I cannot say, but it has been provided.
Yeah, thank you very
Thank
much.
you, Amy.
Yeah. So let me start with Wayne. I can see you on the picture, so let me start with you and ask for your comments on this.
I don't have any more comments than what I've said before. If that's what they want us to do, that's what we got to do, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Mark, any thoughts?
Yeah, I do actually, Ernie, and I'm prepared to make a motion regarding this and other details as well.
Okay, so you have nothing further? Do you want to, as far as thoughts, comments, anything like that?
If it's appropriate for me to make a motion at this time, I would like to do so. Or if everybody else would like to continue to speak, that's okay too. Whatever you feel is right.
Yeah, I'd like to give Jim an opportunity to comment on this if we can. Jim, any comments?
No, the only comment I have, Ernie, is that while it is disappointing, there seems to be general agreement with regard to the rest of the components in the proposed regulations. And I think even though we had hoped to get the moratorium, I think it's worth losing the moratorium in order to save all the other provisions that we have in those regulations.
Okay, great, thank you. Yeah, and that's a good point that, I mentioned that poison pill issue that Joe Powers raised, and essentially all the opponents to the moratorium stated that they did support the other changes that we have in the bylaw. So from that perspective, it should elicit support at the town meeting, I would think. Nonetheless, there is a presentation that Amy just sent us some comments on that the Harwich Voter Information Commission, I think is the name of it, has asked us to come online and just give them an overview of the basis for the changes that we're putting on the warrant article.
They asked
All right.
for me and you. They asked for me and you, Ernie, but I'm more than happy to give up my seat at the table if anybody else wants to do it. Or be there in conjunction with. So I don't think it went out to the whole board. I think it just went to me and you today. We can certainly send it to the whole board.
Yeah, Brad, if you want to join us on that, you're welcome.
I think it depends if it's mainly their interest is the water dependent structures. If it's not, then I probably shouldn't be on it. But if that is, then it's both. Oh, yeah, we can look at it and you guys can let me know what you want.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
basically what it is a taped viewing of the boards who are seeking changes during town meeting to give a presentation at large to the voters in hopes of educating the voters more prior to town meeting. So it is a good opportunity. It's put on, the library does it actually. I'll send it to everybody because you can all view it as well. I'm not sure if it's going to be live or taped, but I will send it around. We just got it today.
Yeah, it's scheduled for April 15th, I think.
15th or 13th. I don't,
Okay.
one of them.
Somewhere around mid-April, yeah.
We'll send
Okay,
it around.
all right. So good. Mark, if you want to go ahead and make a motion then.
All right. I would move that we remove the language from the warrant article, everything regarding the moratorium of the docks on Herring River. In addition, I would also like to remove the changes regarding the wetland size. That is my feeling on both matters.
All right. We have a motion on the table. Alan, did I ask you for comments? I'm sorry if I didn't.
No, you didn't. No, no,
I apologize.
no, no worries, Ernie. Understood. I have no other further comments than what we've discussed in the previous meeting, so.
All right. So we have, yes, Amy.
I have to check the agenda, I believe, because it's already been voted and approved by the Board of Selectmen for the wetlands change. I don't believe I put on the agenda today to talk about the other warrant article, which is Chapter 310, which details the wetland size. So let me just check that. I don't think that is up for discussion tonight because it's already been endorsed. Give me 1 minute. Today is March 30th. Correct. So it's the only purpose of the meeting tonight, because it was controversial at the Board of Selectmen level, was changes to the Water Dependent Structures Bylaw 304, not the Wetlands Protection Bylaw.
Do you want to amend your motion, Mark?
I guess I will have to. Well, then, I would rescind that part of my motion, please.
All right. So this only applies to the water dependent structure bylaw and removal of the moratorium that's contained therein. Can we have a second, please?
I'll second it.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Wayne. Do a roll call. All in favor, Wayne,
Aye.
Alan,
Aye.
Mark,
Aye.
Jim,
Aye.
Brad,
Aye.
and I'm an aye. So it passes unanimously. All right. I think that's all that we had to go over tonight then. Can we have a motion to close the meeting?
I'll move that we adjourn the meeting.
Seconded.
Jim.
And seconded. Great. All in favor? Alan,
Aye.
Wayne,
Aye.
Mark,
Aye.
Jim,
Aye.
Brad,
Aye.
and I'm an aye. So we're done. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. That was a quick one. I wish they were all this quick.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank you all very
All
much
right.
for making time.
Thanks,
Thank you.
everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay, bye.
Aye.